Hold on to your popcorn. Music icon Bruce Springsteen has rocked stadiums worldwide. But his latest cinematic tribute is leaving audiences lukewarm at the box office. In an industry where biopics often strike gold by capturing an artist's full journey, this one on Springsteen is hitting a sour note internationally. But here's where it gets controversial. Could a deep dive into just one album really be the reason behind its underwhelming performance? Or is it a bold choice that fans of niche storytelling will appreciate? Let's unpack this box office drama and see what the numbers reveal, including some surprises that might just change how you view Hollywood hits. First up, Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere, a musical biopic exploring the creation of his iconic 1982 solo acoustic album Nebraska, has garnered just $7 million from overseas markets and a total of $16.1 million globally. For newcomers to film analysis, a biopic is essentially a movie biography that dramatizes a person's life or a key part of it, often blending real events with creative storytelling to make history feel alive. This film, backed by Disney's 20th Century Studios with a hefty $55 million budget, stars Jeremy Allen White in the role of the boss and is directed by Scott Cooper. Analysts point out that unlike blockbuster biopics such as Bohemian Rhapsody, which celebrated Queen's entire rise to fame, or Rocketman, a wild ride through Elton John's life, Deliver Me From Nowhere zooms in on a single, more introspective chapter from Springsteen's vast, multi-decade career. This narrow focus might appeal to die-hard fans who cherish the raw emotion of Nebraska, but it could alienate casual moviegoers looking for a broader, feel-good celebration. It's a risky gamble. Does spotlighting one gem from an artist's treasure trove make for a more authentic story, or does it limit the film's broad appeal? The international debut highlights include a strong $1.6 million in the United Kingdom, $1 million in Germany, and $800,000 in Italy. Yet the film hasn't launched in about 20% of overseas territories, including places like Brazil, Japan, and Korea, where Springsteen's fan base might be eager for more. Internationally, Springsteen trailed behind Paramount's romantic drama Regretting You, which kicked off with a solid $10 million from 43 markets. This PG-13 flick, adapted from Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, tells the story of a mother and daughter navigating life after a tragic accident, starring Allison Williams and McKenna Grace. It outperformed expectations in North America with $12.8 million, pushing its three-day worldwide total to $22.85 million. As a quick note for those new to the scene, Colleen Hoover is a powerhouse in romance and drama literature, with this being her second book-to-screen project after the unexpected success of 2024's It Ends With Us. Other Hoover adaptations, like Verity and Reminders of Hin, are in the works at Amazon, MGM, and Universal, proving her books are hot commodities for filmmakers aiming to tap into emotional, relatable tales. And this is the part most people miss: how a simple love story can outshine a rock legend's bio. Does it say something about shifting audience tastes toward personal dramas over musical legends? Meanwhile, anime fans are cheering as Chainsaw Man the movie Ray's arc keeps its winning streak alive, pulling in an additional $14.7 million and expanding to 46 markets total. This R-rated sequel to the beloved manga TV series has been thrilling audiences in Japan and across Asia for weeks, and it's just crossed the $100 million milestone. On the North American front, it dominated with $17.2 million over the weekend, bringing its global earnings to $108 million so far. For beginners, anime films like this often adapt popular manga, Japanese comics, into action-packed stories with fantastical elements, like devil hunters wielding chainsaws. Think a mix of horror, comedy, and epic battles. It's Sony's Crunchyroll's second big win in a row, after September's sleeper hit Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle, which holds the record as the highest-grossing anime film ever, at $666.8 million worldwide. Controversially, while some critics praise these films for their global appeal and cultural impact, others argue they sometimes oversimplify or exoticize Japanese storytelling for Western audiences. Do you think this is a fair concern, or just part of how pop culture evolves? In a feel-good turnaround, Black Phone 2 is proving to be a horror delight for Blumhouse Productions after a challenging year at the theaters. This scary sequel raked in $10 million internationally during its second weekend, boosting its overseas total to $31.3 million and its worldwide haul to $80.4 million. Distributed by Universal, with a modest $30 million budget, the film has become Blumhouse's top-earning release of the year, outpacing disappointments like January's Wolfman, $34 million, March's The Woman in the Yard, $23 million, April's Drop, $28 million, and June's M. Freegan 2.0, $39 million. For those unfamiliar, Blumhouse is known for low-budget horror flicks that punch above their weight, often reinventing classic scares with modern twists. Black Phone 2 likely builds on its predecessor's creepy phone-based terror in a way that's thrilling yet accessible. And here's where it gets intriguing. With upcoming projects like December's Five Nights at Freddy's 2, set to potentially revive the studio, is Blumhouse finally cracking the code for consistent scares? Or are these spikes just lucky breaks in a genre that's notoriously hit or miss? Finally, Disney's ambitious sci-fi adventure Tron Ares gathered $6.3 million from 52 territories in its third weekend overseas, adding to its $60 million international total and $123.4 million globally. However, with a massive $180 million production cost, these figures fall short of expectations. To break it down simply, Tron is a franchise about digital worlds and virtual realities. Think high-tech battles in glowing grids, which can be mind-bending for first-timers, but exciting once you get the hang of it. It's a reminder that even big-budget sequels can struggle if they don't resonate universally. What do you think? Should biopics like Springsteen's take bigger swings, or play it safe with full life stories? Would you rather watch an intimate album tale, or a crowd-pleasing epic? And does the rise of anime and horror signal a shift away from traditional Hollywood fare? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take, even if it sparks some heated debate.